Now on Good Morning Northwest, you're fired and rehired. The employment confusion causing chaos at the agency responsible for America's nuclear weapons.
Winter weather is holding on for a little while longer. We're going to tell you what we're going to get and for how long coming up.
And first responders find another body in a fiery crash in a Wyoming tunnel. The newest details on the highway tragedy that's coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, February 17th, and let's check in with Mark and your first alert forecast. Hey, we're getting a little more snow today?
Yep, we got some light snow in on the radar. I'll show you that in a moment. Also, patchy freezing fog to add that till 7, 8 o'clock this morning. We're sitting at 30 degrees, 28 into Coeur d'Alene. And again, there's some small flakes out there. Taking a look at the 4 things we want you to know. That light snow will continue in the area. Those side roads are snowy, so we want you to really take it easy as you're leaving your homes. The arterial's looking okay. Break tomorrow, but Wednesday we see a return of more snow coming off the Pacific. The Doppler radar, light snow into Spokane. The majority of it is to the south, and we see that going to be the continuing trend today, with the Palouse picking up another couple of inches. Now, we have 32 into the valley, 30 officially, 28 into Post Falls and Hayden, Spangle South 30. We're going to have a temperature at 34 for the high today, with that chance of light snow decreasing as we get through the day. But certainly we can see a few light flurries. Tomorrow will be a drier day. We'll have the details on all of that coming your way in just a little bit.
Mark, thanks. Well, it's a DOGE reversal. This morning, the Trump administration is trying to rehire some critical nuclear workers.
It comes after just days after nearly 300 employees of the National Nuclear Security Administration were fired. Sources say when those workers tried to return to their office Friday morning, they found themselves locked out. Many Democrats are slamming the administration as Elon Musk and his DOGE team work to cut the federal workforce.
They're getting rid of anything in the government that supports consumers, that supports citizens, against the ripoff artists who are their friends.
Meanwhile, Republican Senator Mark Mullen is praising the administration's plan.
We hate that anybody's losing their job, but at the same time, we know that the debt that we have in this country is not manageable, and it's becoming a national security risk. When we're spending nearly $1 trillion a year just in servicing the debt, that is scary.
The Trump administration is acknowledging that some employees who took a buyout offer have been fired or let go in error. An official says the buyout agreements for those workers will be honored.
Well, Coeur d'Alene's Goodwill store will reopen today despite a fire there yesterday morning. And when crews arrived at the store at 4th and Harrison, they quickly knocked down the flames. The fire did not cause any visible damage to the outside of the building, and investigators are looking into what started it.
A Moscow fire engine slid through an intersection yesterday morning on its way to a house fire. Don't think there are any injuries. The fire department arrived around 5:30 to heavy smoke coming from the back of the house on Conestoga Street. Firefighters found fire in the basement near the furnace room. 2 adults and a child were able to get out of the home safely, but 2 cats died in the fire. Another cat and dog were rescued. That dog was taken to the WSU Vet Hospital for treatment. We don't yet know what caused that fire.
Well, this morning, first responders found a 3rd victim in the wreckage of Friday's fiery crash inside a Wyoming highway tunnel.
Yeah, and we are seeing new photos from inside the tunnel showing the aftermath. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise with the story.
This morning, new images of inside the charred interstate tunnel in southwest Wyoming after a massive pileup killed at least 3 people.
Another explosion.
It happened around 11:30 Friday morning. Videos from the scene show thick black smoke billowing out of the tunnel after an accident involving 26 cars and trucks started multiple fires. The blazes so intense, tires began exploding. Video circulating online appears to show one man escaping by kicking out his windshield after becoming trapped in his car inside the tunnel.
The uniqueness of this one is the fact that it was in the tunnel and how the fire started in the tunnel, which prevented our response into the tunnel.
Initially, 2 people were found dead in the wreckage, but yesterday officials found a 3rd victim. At least 5 people were seriously injured. The blaze damaging the concrete lining of the tunnel, causing debris to fall, but engineers say there is no risk of collapse.
We didn't see any exposed rebar, but we're seeing a lot of debris on the ground. There's no issues with the integrity of the rock, so we're not expecting the mountain to collapse, the tunnel to collapse.
The NTSB is now working, investigating at the scene, trying to piece together exactly what happened. Local police say they believe weather and speed likely played a role. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Well, gas prices are rising quickly here in Spokane, outpacing the national average. According to Gas Buddy, prices are 19 cents per gallon higher than last week, up to $3.73 a gallon. That's about 27 cents higher than they were this time last year. The national average rose just 2.2 cents a gallon to $3.11. Now, Kootenai County, as usual, is much cheaper, according to AAA. You can fill up there for around $3.26 a gallon, but 19 cents in a week?
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, I don't like that very much.
No, do not like.
I'm sure everybody's with me on that.
Yeah.
Us. It is now almost 6 minutes after 6 o'clock, and not everybody is a big fan of the snow, but some people are.
Oh, they're loving it. Higher elevations, skiing over the weekend. Got some reports Sunday. Loving it.
And it wasn't too cold either, so.
No, it did warm up. That's the nice thing. Wednesday, another round of snow. Saturday, snow or rain as we warm up and start transitioning. This morning, it's all light snow. Your full forecast is coming up.
Shakira hospitalized, canceling concerts. So what we know about that coming up, and we're learning a little bit more about the reason she's in the hospital.
And right after the break, leaders from the U.S. and Russia will hold peace talks today, while Ukraine will not take part. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
As our winter temperatures drop significantly, we'd like to give you some tips on how to keep your pipes from freezing. First, keep the doors under your sinks open so warm air can get to your water lines. You can also keep a drip of water running in your faucets to keep the lines from freezing. If you can, turn the water off to your outside faucets. Cover them and make sure they're not dripping. And cover your crawl space vents so cold air doesn't blow in. We don't want your pipes to freeze in this frigid cold, but if you do need a plumber, call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
What are you up to, Alice?
Well, the nice mechanic asked me to check the pulleys.
Wow, I just realized you can see things we can't. I've always wondered what's in those small windows.
It's marketing.
So that's where they hide out.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
What does dino casting call mean?
That seems bad. I'll get my resume ready.
In football, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like when they stack the box.
These are huge insurance companies.
And they'll do anything to keep you from winning.
Like stacking the box with attorneys to fight your claim.
That's when you call an audible and call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
It is 6:09, breaking news on Good Morning Northwest. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says his country will not take part in U.S.-Russia talks this week on ending the war.
Speaking to journalists on a conference call from the UAE today, Zelensky says the talks would, quote, yield no results, given the absence of any Ukrainian officials. The Kremlin says Secretary of State Marco Rubio will lead a U.S. delegation in talks with top Russian officials with the goal of restoring ties, negotiating a peaceful settlement to the war in Ukraine, and preparing a meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and President Donald Trump. Now, Trump told reporters Sunday that Zelensky will be involved, but did not elaborate.
Also new this morning, the Trump administration is taking more steps to downsize the federal government, this time at the Federal Aviation Administration. The union representing the workers said hundreds of probationary employees who maintain critical services with air traffic control are being let go. Many of the workers install, inspect, and maintain air traffic control communications, radio, and computer systems. The Professional Aviation Safety Specialists Union says several hundred workers started receiving layoff notices on Friday.
Shakira kicked off her latest world tour just days ago in Rio de Janeiro, but she was forced to cancel her show in Peru yesterday after being hospitalized. She announced the cancellation on Instagram, informing fans of her hospitalization due to an abdominal condition. She went on to assure concert goers that her team was already working on a new show date there. Shakira's world tour is expected to run through June, with her next stop being in her home country of Colombia.
In our 10-second takeaway on this Monday, it's going to be clouds, going to be light snow, mild, but you'll still want your winter layers, and take your time as you're driving around. Our high today is going to be 34 degrees.
It was a scary afternoon for dozens of skiers at Silver Mountain yesterday when a chairlift malfunctioned. Silver Mountain posted on its Facebook page that Chairlift 4 lost power around 2:45 yesterday afternoon. After switching to gas power to evacuate the riders, the gas motor malfunctioned too, stranding 60 people on the lift. That's when the ski patrol stepped in, rescuing all 60 people by rope evacuation. Nobody was hurt. Chairlift 4 will not run today, so crews can repair that motor.
Oh, that is so scary. I mean, I feel like that happens sometimes when you're on those ski lifts. Things malfunction.
Yeah.
So scary.
Yeah, it is. Glad everybody's okay. It's now 6:11.
Well, we are embarking on a very special extreme team project this week. And just ahead, what Mark Peterson and the crew have planned for a place that facilitates healing and help for the tiniest victims of the drug crisis and their parents.
And as we take a commercial break, here's your live look this morning. Snow on the ground, snow on lots of roads still. A little more coming your way. That's with Mark and your forecast just ahead.
It's a February flooring sale this week at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop, shop for wood.
Shop where the contractors go to get warehouse pricing on hundreds of exotic new looks. From water-resistant laminate flooring to vinyl and plank flooring with wider plank options that look like natural hardwoods. Windsor Plywood has a variety of fun items to give your home, office, or cabin a new look for the new year.
Windsor Plywood.
It's the Hard Knocks Life.
Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's the Great Rate Reduction Sale at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, where we are rolling back interest rates on our large selection of slightly used vehicles.
Making it the perfect time to get a new vehicle for less.
This week at Dishman.
In February, get new equipment installed from Bill's Heating, and you're entered to win 2 tickets to the WCC tournament in Vegas.
Hey, Ben, I make this shot, you have to take me with you to Vegas. Deal?
All right, fine, but you got one shot.
Watch and learn. Okay. All right, 2 out of 3.
With a P1FCU Ascend checking account, you get more than great dividends. Imagine having an entire branch in your pocket. Who needs a checkbook when you have a digital wallet? The only thing I check these days are my dividends.
Earn 3.5% APY. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Simplify your life and start earning more with Ascend checking. Get yours today at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Yep, that was me. I've gotten older, my horse is bigger, and my dad, well...
Since then, we've added the Mitsubishi franchise to our dealership.
Which means we have 0% financing and over $10,000 in discounts below MSRP.
And right now, meaning quality pre-owned price below cost.
Below cost?
That's right, Tay, or we couldn't advertise it.
So really nothing's changed. We still have a lot of great deals and we're a lot of fun too.
Lions and Division across from Lowe's.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Good morning. It's 6:15, and you're seeing a foggy start to your Monday. And again, a little bit more snow's coming your way. We are talking about that here shortly.
That's right. But before he gets to the weather, we're going to talk about Mark and the Extreme Team. They've announced their big next project. It's going to be helping some of the smallest and most vulnerable babies here in Spokane.
Maddie's Place is a recovery nursery for babies born addicted to drugs and for their parents. Kirsten O'Connor met one mom and her 4-month-old twins who are getting healthy together at Maddie's Place.
Here at Maddie's Place, we are inside the nursery where Riot and her twin sister are staying with their mom, Kayla. She agreed to do an interview with us to share her journey to getting here to Maddie's Place.
I mean, we all have different stories, you know, of how we got here, but...
This is 34-year-old Kayla Mee. She found out she was 13 weeks pregnant with twins while living in a homeless camp known as the Jungle in Olympia.
The doctors scared me when I was at the start unit. They were like, you know, if you go through withdrawals, you could lose the babies.
Kayla got on methadone and started a 26-day program. She left 4 days before completing it.
I was like, you know, doing whatever I had to do. I was either trying to get methadone on the streets or going to the clinic, or I was using fentanyl.
In October, 2 months before her due date, the twins' father was set on fire inside the homeless camp.
He died a couple days after they were born.
Alone with her newborns, still struggling with addiction, Kayla was turned away from rehabilitation centers on the west side.
They were like, we're not taking twins.
A room opened at a 6-month addiction treatment program for women and children in Spokane. It wasn't until her premature babies were hospitalized with a cold that Kayla heard about Maddie's Place.
They help you out with rehab, but it's more for the baby.
Since October of 2022, Maddie's Place has helped 117 babies. Nearly 60% of parents who stay in their private rooms and nurseries were homeless. Now 89% of parents like Kayla are off the streets.
Standing on one foot, holding a baby.
Rubbing your tummy and patting your head.
Right, that's what I thought of.
Kayla is juggling her own substance use treatment while bonding and caring for the needs of her newborns. At Maddie's Place, she has built-in support from nurses and social workers.
I feel like this place is going to be having a waiting list soon.
And Kayla's not far off. On the day of our interview, Maddie's Place was accepting a 15th baby, and right now their capacity is 16. Look at this number, 340%. That's the rate of neonatal abstinence syndrome in Spokane County in 2022 when Maddie's Place opened, compared to what we saw nationally the year before. And Maddie's Place says this doesn't account for the current fentanyl crisis, something Kayla saw firsthand in the Jungle.
You got Daddy's eyes. They look so much like him.
When Kayla's not with her twins, she likes to cook and clean the kitchen.
For Kayla, the kitchen is her place. You will constantly find her in here.
Kitchen's like the heart of the home, you know. If it's not clean, then, you know, a whole house falls apart. That's how I feel anyway.
This kitchen, once filled with commercial appliances, is about to get an extreme upgrade.
2 new dishwashers.
Mark Peterson and the Extreme Team will be taking over and transforming the heart of this home. Are you excited to see what he comes up with?
Yeah.
You think he'll be able to do it in 3 days?
3 days?
It's a recipe and reveal only the Extreme Team can whip up.
Well, I mean, anything's possible.
Kirsten O'Connor.
You girls are proof, huh?
4 News Now.
Oh, sweet babies.
Anything is possible in 3 days.
She has been supervising. Kayla has. The kitchen's sort of her world, and she's very excited about what's coming in.
Good.
Barger & Ellingson took out the old restaurant-style stoves. They were irreparable, but they are replaceable.
Nice.
And so Ferguson Kitchen and Bath said, here's everything you're going to need. The gas fireplace and everything. Gold Seals Plumbing is helping us get all that in.
Incredible.
The dishwashers are in. The plumbing will go in today.
Oh, goodness.
So we have a lot going on. Plus, we're going to put some paint and some inspirational things in there.
Love it.
I need to say Swanson's refrigeration. So their walk-in refrigerator has not been able to keep temperature. And they keep breast milk and milk at eggs and all the others, all the stuff that they're going to replace the whole thing, and they're donating everything. Okay, so we have a few things going on. We'll have more tonight, 5 and 6. Hey, we're tracking fresh snow coming through the area. And oh, by the way, the volunteers of Horizon Credit Union, they're back on the job today all the way through Wednesday. It's an early reveal. We do have winter storm warnings into Idaho and Montana. We do have that advisory that's in effect till about 10 o'clock this morning. The energy really to the south of us as this continues to make its way in, and that's really what we're going to be seeing. We see light snow coming into our Doppler that's coming in from the west. So light snow showers, hit and miss throughout the day certainly are expected, but the heavier amounts to the south, we're hovering around freezing. I mean, it's 28 in Deer Park, 32 into the valley, 28 into Post Falls. These are fairly mild starts, but slippery roads, the neighborhood roads are worse than the arterials. We're going to warm up to freezing by 11 o'clock. We're going to have temperatures above freezing throughout much of the afternoon. Sunbreak or two not out of the question. Hit and miss light flurries not out of the question, taking us through the day. But this afternoon, we get down to about a 30% chance. We track the pattern. We're going to see this move out. Tuesday, relatively quiet day. Wednesday, we see another front coming in, crossing over the Cascades. More snow for Snoqualmie Pass, Stevens Pass. We're going to see more pass snow on our area. That's going to be for Wednesday afternoon. Rain, snow mix possible. And then we dry out for Thursday and Friday. Mid-30s for the high today. We see that all the way down into St. Mary's. Again, tomorrow, 35, and Wednesday, 33, with some light snow expected there. We're going to continue to keep you up to date on all of that. Right now, it's Monday. It's time for our Pet of the Week.
This beautifully colored feline with amazing blue-gray eyes was very interested in Companions Animal Center. So much so, she would walk through the field when our volunteers were out with the dogs. Friendly, curious, and just wanting attention, we invited her in, with no complaints from her, and Lemon, as we called her, is enjoying her time with us. Lemon loves to be close to you, all the time, has fun playing around, and of course being held. If your family is looking for a new furry friend, you can't go wrong with Lemon. Stop by Tuesday through Sunday starting at noon each day, or for more information on all the animals available for adoption, visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
Lemon, so sweet.
Cute. So cute. Very cute.
Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:22.
Game day for the Gonzaga women's basketball team was filled with emotions and had nothing to do with their opponent. Coming up next in Morning Sports, how the program made the game special for head coach Lisa Fortier. When we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
Looking for a new ride? The George Gee Kia team has been helping people find theirs since 1983. George Gee is built on exceeding your expectations, always offering you the lowest price and treating you like family. That's right. We are locally owned and operated, and we're here to make sure your experience is exceptional. Come meet our team at George Gee Kia Spokane. You will see the difference. Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Grammy-nominated Joe Bonamassa, hailed as one of the world's greatest guitar players. Blues rock titan Joe Bonamassa, performing live on August 5th at BECU Live at Northern Quest. Tickets on sale now at northernquest.com. Joe Bonamassa. Every show is a new experience.
When winter season hits, Emergency supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergency. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergency Crystals. No water needed.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
A Sleep Number smart bed is perfect for couples. The Climate 360 smart bed is the only bed that cools and warms on each side. And all our smart beds adjust the firmness for each of you. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
Every game against a conference opponent is important, but having McCarthy Athletic Center decked out in pink held a larger meaning for the Gonzaga women's basketball team. It was a different type of win. Head coach Lisa Fortier beat breast cancer, and this game day left her overwhelmed with emotion and support.
It's humbling when people who you don't know all that well care about you and pray for you and take time out of their day to think about you or to do a video for you or to even just sign that I am thing and put your name on there. And so I know that the people who come here love us, they love our team, but it's not like they're my inner circle, you know what I mean? So it just feels like it feels very overwhelming to think that people in the world are thinking about us all the time and praying about us and just what kind of where your place is.
Coach Fortier also provided free shirts for breast cancer survivors that read "Cancer Can't Stop Me," and her team surprised her by wearing warm-up shirts dedicated to her battle. It was an empowering day for all the people that have been affected by cancer, and the Zags topped off an important afternoon with a big win against LMU. It was their 13th straight win and a clean sweep of the Lions this season. Sticking with the Zags, the men's team decided it was time for a record-breaking night. The Zags won by 52. That's their largest conference win all season. They also broke a single-game assist record. That's 33 assists as a team to beat a program record set over 45 years ago. Ryan Nemhard added his name in another history book as one of only 51 players in D1 basketball history to dish out 800 career assists. In last night's game, the Zags had the lead for all 40 minutes, never trailing the Waves, and Caleb Battle was their leading scorer with 24 points. Of course, getting towards the end of the regular season conference play, the Zags need these strong finishes to earn a solid seed in March Madness. Their next game out is a huge game against Washington State. It's a sold-out crowd in Beasley Coliseum, which is going to be an electric environment. That one is Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The Cougs not going into that game with much momentum. Washington State lost St. Mary's Gales last night. The Gales are at the top of the West Coast Conference and have only lost 4 games this season, so this was a tall task on the road, but the Cougs held their own at halftime, only down 4 points. WSU couldn't survive a St. Mary's run in the second half with a final score of 77-56. The Cougars dropped to a 16-11 overall record, spiraling down from a 13-3 record just in January. So a rough pass for the Cougs. They did have a special visitor. Former Coug Jalen Wells made a quick pit stop to support the Cougs in Moraga last night. He's in the Bay Area for the All-Star Week, and he was recognized as a rising star in his rookie season with the Memphis Grizzlies. He's making a name for himself in the pros and always supporting the Cougs along the way. In studio, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
And just a reminder, less than a month till Selection Sunday. Wow. Basketball season's coming up quick.
Sure is. It's now 6:28.
Well, did you break out your shovel this weekend? Odds are most of us did, but one group in North Idaho is making sure everyone has clear sidewalks and driveways. We'll tell you about these snow angels after the break.
Plus, the situation surrounding bird flu is only getting worse and taking a big toll on our wallets. The new push to get rid of the disease through vaccine when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Every day on telly. Feel the love.
Weekdays at 2.
When you get injured in a car accident, you're going to have to fight with a big insurance company
who make huge profits by paying out small settlements.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities. Get 2.9% APR plus no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2025 Equinox models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
They're the most vulnerable babies in our community, and Maddie's Place takes care of them. Now it's time for Maddie's Place to get help from the Extreme Team, along with helping one special baby get ready for what's next. 4 News Now's Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness.
Join the movement.
If you've been in a wreck with a big truck,
You can bet the trucking company has a lot of lawyers working for them
that's when you call Russell and Hill.
to make sure you get all the money you deserve.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker is following the stories people are reading about online this morning.
The NBA All-Star Weekend is in the books, and Steph Curry is the All-Star Game MVP. A much different spin this year, with All-Stars split into 3 games in a bracket of 4 with the Rising Stars Challenge winner. The teams picked by the Inside the NBA crew, Shaq, Charles, and Kenny. Team Chuck and Team Shaq met in the finals, and even without LeBron James, Team Shaq got the win 41-25.
A volcano in Alaska could be ready to blow. Researchers say hundreds of small earthquakes have occurred over the past 10 months between Mount Spur, which is about 75 miles west of Anchorage. The Alaska Volcano Observatory says there are deformations in the earth in that area. Scientists say that shows something else is going on beneath the surface, possibly magma moving within the earth. But experts say there's about a 50-50 chance Spur will erupt, and there's no way of telling when exactly that will happen. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Today is Monday, February 17th. A special shout out to my oldest. It's her birthday today. Let's get over to Mark. And you said some snow is falling right now.
Yeah, very light snow. No real accumulations from what's happening in Spokane. We're sitting at 31 degrees, 28 in Coeur d'Alene with some light snow and some patchy freezing fog out there as well. Light snow in the area, not only this morning, but we're going to see it throughout this afternoon. Snowy side roads, so allowing extra time coming out of your neighborhoods. Your arterials are looking pretty good. We see a break tomorrow, but another round of snow coming in for Wednesday. Now, currently, Doppler radar, pretty busy to the south. We do have light snow. We're seeing that extreme light snow come into downtown. Again, no real accumulations there. So to the south into the Palouse, you're expecting another couple of inches today. We're going to see less than an inch, 32 into the valley, 28 Deer Park. Our high today is going to be 34. Again, with decreasing chances of light snow through the day.
With all the snow out there, a lot of us have been digging out our shovels and getting to work. But not everybody in our community can do that, and it leaves some folks stuck inside. When they do venture out, they have to deal with those covered sidewalks and driveways, which can be tricky.
But thanks to some people across North Idaho, our vulnerable neighbors aren't being forgotten. They call themselves the North Idaho Snow Angels. And as it sounds, they go around giving blessings, as they put it. Plowing, shoveling, scraping driveways and sidewalks. And for those people who ask for help in the Snow Angels Facebook group, which has more than 3,000 members.
You know, once you do one of these, it's kind of addicting. You do the first one, you want to do the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. It just spreads so much joy through the community to set these people free.
You know, Keith Bowe and Ryan Skaggs started this group right after the COVID-19 pandemic, and their mission isn't to seek recognition for their work, but to get out and help their neighbors.
It's awesome. I mean, sometimes half the time I clear a house, I don't even knock on their door and let them know that I'm coming. And there's regulars that we get too that, you know, we just naturally stop by. It's like checking on family.
Well, they tell us the group has members across most of North Idaho now, helping hundreds in need of a helping hand. Love to see that.
Just great. The Agriculture Department has issued a conditional license to a company to produce a bird flu vaccine for chickens. The vaccine maker is Zoetis. Last Friday, the government gave the company a conditional license. Other countries already vaccinate their birds against the virus. But the United States has taken a different approach and has tried to eradicate avian flu instead. And that strategy may be shifting as the virus spreads to other types of animals and becomes harder to contain. Workers have killed more than 150 million birds infected or exposed to the virus since the latest outbreak in 2022. That has led to higher prices for eggs and an egg shortage around the country.
Well, 300 abortion advocates will gather in Olympia today with the goal of protecting essential health care services from budget cuts. The group, brought together by several Planned Parenthood groups and the Gender Justice League, will meet with elected officials. The group has two main goals: to advocate for abortion rights and to urge the legislature and governor to make sure that the state budget includes this health care without passing the cost on to Washington families. At 1 o'clock this afternoon, organizers will join Attorney General Nick Brown and other elected officials for a rally on the steps of the Washington State Capitol.
Today, Thrive International, along with other local organizations, are hosting a Residents' Day march. The goal is to stand against racist and anti-immigrant policies coming from the Trump administration. This march will serve as a call for justice and dignity for all residents, regardless of their background or immigration status. The march will start at noon at Riverfront Park.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:35.
Hey, Mark just popped his head in a little bit ago and said it is snowing again.
Light snow. We are going to see snow, but not a lot of it. In fact, we're expecting less than an inch for the day expected in Spokane. We're going to see more into the Palouse. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
Well, we saw that snow over the weekend. Major flooding devastated states in the southeast. The damage left behind by this historic rainfall when we come back.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, some very unusual guests crashing a wedding in Scotland, and it all went viral on social media. How these cows ended up at the altar. And before we go to break, here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a doping scandal rocking professional tennis.
It's the second for Sinner down under.
Weeks after winning the Australian Open, this morning the world's #1 ranked men's tennis player, Jannik Sinner, is under a 3-month ban for doping.
There was a dark cloud over Jannik Sinner.
The 3-time major champion accepting that punishment in a settlement with the World Anti-Doping Agency following a pair of positive tests for a banned anabolic steroid nearly a year ago.
When you get into these anti-doping cases, nothing is that clear-cut. People want it to be simple, black and white. Unfortunately, there needs to be some nuance. There needs to be some differences in each of the cases, and that has rankled a lot of people inside tennis.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what this means for the #1 player in the world. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. That too. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems and doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma, and now approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's the Great Rate Reduction Sale at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, where we are rolling back interest rates on our large selection of slightly used vehicles.
Making it the perfect time to get a new vehicle for less.
This week at Dishman.
Are you looking for a good time to replace your carpets or give your kitchen or bathroom an upgrade?
Well, right now is a great time to do it during our Love Your Flooring sales event. This week at Brothers Flooring and Design.
It's the President's Day mattress event at Walker's, where this week, when you purchase select mattresses, you'll get up to $300 of free furniture and free mattress delivery. Plus, enjoy no-interest financing for 5 years. This week at Walker's.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:40. Weekend storms caused widespread and deadly flooding, with the hardest hit state being Kentucky.
The governor announced a 9th storm-related death last night. One more person was also killed in Georgia as the storm hits the East Coast now. ABC's Allison Cossack has the latest.
This morning, a massive storm sweeping across the eastern U.S., leaving more than 430,000 customers without power. At least 9 people killed in Kentucky, including a mother and her 7-year-old child, after more than 6 inches of rain battered parts of the state.
This is one of the most serious weather events we've dealt with in at least a decade.
These cars in Louisville submerged, trapping drivers.
It was dark. You can't tell that it's that deep of water. It looks like an inch, and the next thing you know, you're in 2-3 foot of water.
The severe flooding prompting more than 1,000 water rescues. The storm also bringing heavy rain and strong winds to Georgia. In Atlanta, 1 person died after a tree fell on their home. In Florence, Mississippi, one man described the frightening moments a large tree crashed through his grandparents' roof.
We're all sitting here in the living room. The rain started, and then it almost sounded like a freight train coming through.
Farther north, people in parts of Massachusetts are digging out after as much as 6 inches of snow fell. Across the country, the severe weather causing a headache for air travelers. The rain, snow, and high winds contributing to nearly 10,000 flight delays and more than 1,800 cancellations yesterday. As the storm moves out, bitter cold moves in. 35 degrees below zero is expected in Bismarck, North Dakota this morning. Meanwhile, another storm is expected later this week.
We're going to start to see that snow track across places like Kentucky on Wednesday, arriving in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast by Thursday, just in time for that critical Thursday morning commute.
Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Good morning, everybody. Your 10-second takeaway here. It's going to be clouds and light snow, less than an inch expected. So those winter layers still very appropriate. Take your time. We've got slippery side roads, 34 the high today.
Most weddings have their own little quirks, but one ceremony in Scotland had a few dozen uninvited guests.
The couple's big moment accompanied by some hooved wedding crashers. Take a look.
So it's funny because as the guests were gathering their seats, the cows were also getting ready to, be in appearance.
Now, the wedding photographer took these now viral videos of all the cows crowding the altar. When she posted it on Instagram a few weeks ago, it quickly picked up millions of views, and rightfully so. The bride, Francesca, wasn't too surprised, though. The wedding venue is actually her childhood home, and she says she welcomed the distraction.
I was also really nervous, like most people are, so it was almost like a good distraction because it made me laugh and it made other people laugh. So it almost helped.
Apparently, the cows did not object to the union, not even a single moo during the ceremony. Francesca says her favorite wedding photos capture her and her husband Max, and of course the 30-something cows there. So well-behaved wedding crashers, it sounds like.
Pretty great. I do. I moo. I think that's all very cute.
So fun.
Great pictures. It's now 6:44.
And we got Mark's full forecast and an update on the Extreme team when we come back after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
This year, if you'd like to trade in your old vehicle and get $2,025 over Kelley Blue Book towards something new,
Then you need to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota.
right now save up to $5,000 off all closeout 2024 Tacomas, or get up to $6,000 off a 2025 Tundra truck. Plus, check out the new 2025 RAV4s.
This February, fall in love with a new vehicle from Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Not again, Mom.
Looks like this will be your last year with season tickets, huh? No. Let's iron out this big mess.
I'm calling the swap team.
Wait.
At Craig Swap & Associates, we want to make sure that you're really winning. We get you compensated, and we don't receive a penny until you get paid.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
We're on with what's new this morning.
What's happening now?
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now
And next at 5 and 6 a.m.
Right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good morning, Northwest and GMA.
Fresh Firestone baked pizzas are now available at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Welcome to Arrowhead Pizza. Specialty pizzas with top-notch ingredients and flavors that hit the jackpot. Located inside Coeur d'Alene Casino's food court. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Consign Furniture.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:47. Here's a live look outside. That fog is a little worse out there.
Fog and light snow,
Light
too.
snow.
That's added to it, right?
Got a little combination going on out there. For here downtown, we are tracking snow that's going to be here through today, but not a ton of it. So we look at the Doppler radar, very active. More denser, heavier amounts of snow to the south, 1 to 2 inches into the Palouse yet to fall. We do have light snow that's going to be filling in and coming back in throughout the day. Going to be hit and miss, all right? Temperatures 26 into Deer Park. You were at 28. 32 into the valley, holding steady. And we have temperatures in the upper 20s and around 30 throughout areas of North Idaho on that I-90 corridor. For today, we're going to see the clouds. We're going to see a chance of showers decreasing 10, 11, 12 into 1 and 2. Then we're going to see another increased chance, about a 50% chance through the afternoon drive as you get home. We're going to see temperatures warming to 34 degrees today, so there's going to be somewhat of a slush fest. We're going to see that in some areas. As we track the pattern, now we do have quite a bit of energy, but it is to the south of us and moving into Montana. For Tuesday, we're going to get a nice little break, and then Wednesday we have another front coming in. That's going to have warmer air mass with it, and we're going to see temperatures into the mid-30s, but it'll start as snow and then maybe rain snow mixed into the afternoon, snow overnight, and then Thursday, Friday, we dry out and things look pretty good. For today, we're going to be in the mid-30s all over the place. We're going to see that again tomorrow. The extreme team reveal, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Light snow until Thursday, Friday, with a return of rain for the weekend as we warm into the mid-40s. The extreme team in place. We started last week. We have to have our reveal on Wednesday. And of course, Horizon Credit Union is going to be helping us out today and all the way through Wednesday. This is the adjacent project. We're helping a foster family with Maddie's Place. We're rebuilding Maddie's Place. 3 full days. Couple of days into this, what was an office is now with Fan Construction helping, and also Windsor Plywood. We're going to get that door replaced. It's already been put in. It'll be finished. And this is the closet. Now, because they want to do therapy for this child, we need to empty and make more room. So Closets Northwest has custom designed and will build and put that into that closet so that we have plenty of room. We've already ordered a custom it's a therapeutic swing that arrived Friday, so we're going to have that put into the new bedroom as well.
Cool.
So a lot of things to effort them. She's still on a feeding tube, so they need help. We're there to do it.
I love it.
Love to see it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
can't wait for updates.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:49.
Your morning sprints coming up next. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Monday morning. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
The time to buy is now. Yes, RV show pricing continues at R&R RV in North Spokane. Over 125 RVs are indoors at 525 East Francis. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show price. Don't shop in the cold. Shop over 125 RVs indoors now at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis. Online at rnrrv.com.
When you get injured in a car accident, you're going to have to fight with a big insurance company.
Who make huge profits by paying out small settlements.
That's what insurance companies do.
It's a massive headache to go it alone.
That's when you call Russell & Hill.
We fight the insurance companies all day, every day.
We have the team and resources to get you all the money you're entitled to.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident? Call 800-LAW-0842.
Spring arrives early at the Spokane Home and Yard Show. Join us February 27th through March 2nd at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center, presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Looking for a new ride?
The George Gee Kia team has been helping people find theirs since 1983.
George Gee is built on exceeding your expectations, always offering you the lowest price and treating you like family.
That's right. We are locally owned and operated, and we're here to make sure your experience is exceptional.
Come meet our team at George Gee Kia Spokane. You will see the difference.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Moo Fitness. Join the movement.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson is tracking more snow and some chilly temperatures. And gas prices in Spokane are on the rise.
And first, we're starting with some breaking news. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says his country will not take part in U.S.-Russia talks this week on ending the war. Zelensky says the talks would yield no results given the absence of any Ukrainian officials. The Kremlin says the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, will lead a U.S. delegation in talks with top Russian officials with the goal of negotiating a peaceful settlement to the Ukraine war. Now, Trump told reporters Sunday that Zelensky will be involved but did not elaborate.
It's a DOGE reversal. This morning, the Trump administration is trying to rehire some critical nuclear workers. Comes just days after nearly 300 employees of the National Nuclear Security Administration were fired. Sources say when those workers tried to return to their office Friday morning, they found themselves locked out. The Trump administration is acknowledging that some employees who took a buyout offer have been fired or let go in error. And officials say the buyout agreements for those workers will be honored.
Also new this morning, the Trump administration is taking more steps to downsize the federal government, this time at the Federal Aviation Administration. The union representing the workers said hundreds of probationary employees who will maintain critical services with air traffic control are being let go. Many of these workers install, inspect, and maintain air traffic control communications, radio, and computer systems. The Professional Aviation Safety Specialists Union says several hundred workers started receiving layoff notices Friday. And for the very latest on the government worker buyouts, you can tune into Good Morning America starting at 7.
All right, take a live look outside in our first alert weather, and we've got, again, some very light snow, some patchy, freezing fog in some areas, and 30 degrees. Mild compared to last week, right? Doppler radar, pretty busy. We do have a little rain snow mix to the south, also light snow through the Palouse, and our high today from 32, we're going to bounce up to 34 degrees.
It was a scary afternoon for dozens of skiers at Silver Mountain when a chairlift malfunctioned. Silver Mountain posted on its Facebook page that chairlift 4 lost power around 2:45 yesterday afternoon. After switching to gas power to evacuate riders, the gas motor then malfunctioned too, stranding 60 people on the lift. That's when the ski patrol stepped in and rescued all 60 people by rope evacuation. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Chairlift 4 will not run today, so crews can repair that motor.
Coeur d'Alene's Goodwill store will reopen today despite a fire there yesterday morning. When crews arrived at the store at 4th and Harrison, they quickly knocked down the flames. The fire did not cause any visible damage to the outside of the building. Investigators are looking into what started it.
A Moscow fire engine slid through an intersection yesterday morning on its way to a house fire. The fire department arrived around 5:30 in the morning to some heavy smoke coming from the back of the house on Gonzaga Street. Firefighters found fire in the basement near the furnace room. 2 adults and 1 child were able to get out of that home safely, but 2 cats did die in the fire. Another cat and a dog were rescued. The dog was taken to the WSU Vet Hospital for treatment, and we don't know yet what started this fire.
Gas prices are rising quickly in Spokane, outpacing the national average. According to Gas Buddy, prices are 19 cents per gallon higher than last week, up to $3.73. That's about 27 cents higher than they were this time last year. The national average rose just 2.2 cents a gallon to $3.11. Kootenai County, as usual, is much cheaper than Spokane. According to AAA, you can fill up there for around $3.26 a gallon.
And the USDA reports the average wholesale egg prices increased 40 cents to $7.74 a dozen. Stores including Costco, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Kroger have been limiting how many cartons customers can buy. USDA says prices are not likely to fall as farmers struggle with the bird flu outbreaks in their flocks.
300 abortion advocates will gather in Olympia today with the goal of protecting essential health care services from budget cuts. The group has 2 main goals: to advocate for abortion rights and to urge the legislature and governor to make sure the state budget includes this health care without passing the cost to Washington families. At 1 this afternoon, organizers will join Attorney General Nick Brown and other elected officials for a rally on the steps of the Washington State Capitol.
Well, today, Thrive International, along with other local organizations, are hosting a Residents' Day March. The goal is to stand against racist and anti-immigrant policies coming from the Trump administration. This march will serve as a call for justice and dignity for all residents, regardless of their background on immigration status. The march will start at noon at Riverfront Park. And we'll be back with a final check of weather with Mark. Got some light snow coming down out there. We'll see you after this break.
Are you looking for a good time to replace your carpets or give your kitchen or bathroom an upgrade?
Well, right now is a great time to do it during our Love Your Flooring sales event this week at Brothers Flooring and Design.
The President's Day sale is going on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with store-wide discounts and fast delivery. Now is the time to upgrade and save or enjoy 0% interest financing this week at Walker's.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
70% of Washington jobs require education beyond high school, and that number is on the rise. Free or low-cost college or career training is possible for your child. Apply now and ensure there's a more lucrative and stable career in their future. Learn how at wagrant.org.
All right, good morning, everybody. A live look outside, and if you look out your living room window, you probably see the same thing. A little light snow falling through the region. That's going to be our day today. We're expecting less than an inch in Spokane, but to the south end of the Palouse, another 1 to 2 inches. You get into the mountains, and you can see 3 to 5 inches as you cross over to Montana. 34 will be our high today, so mild day weather-wise. 36 is a normal high, and then we're going to see temperatures cool. Everything's going to refreeze, so another slippery morning tomorrow in those neighborhoods. Warming to 35. Wednesday, scattered showers again.
Thanks for what you're starting to do with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
See you throughout GMA.